Hello, everyone. Um, hello, everyone. A happy and blessed Sunday. Well, what is rest of Sunday? So here is, I'm in the PST time zone in Vancouver. It's 11:03 p.m. Right now. So it's been a while. It's been a while that I have come live on my own. I know I show up every day, except for Saturdays. I don't do lives, but other than that, I do lives every days, but usually like in groups or someone will interview me. So on my own, it's been a while. So today I wanted to start retaking that. So today is February 1st, so I'm retaking my daily lives. Um, so today I'm going to be talking about mindset reset. So checking in with yourself before moving forward. So that's what we're going to be talking today. So, checking in with my mindset, what needs reset right now. So, that's the topic. So, like I say, I wanted to come on today for a quick check in. So, not to teach, not to have everything figured out, just to be honest with myself and maybe with you too. So, as we step into a new month, so we are in the second month of the year, I've been asking myself one simple question. How is my mindset right now for real? You know, because sometimes we keep moving forward without pausing, notice what we are carrying. So when I'm talking about what we are carrying, because sometimes we're taking those uh, sometimes limiting beliefs. Sometimes it could be those blocking patterns that doesn't allow us to actually move forward. So sometimes we need to reset. So we finish one month. Okay, how was your month? So do a review on your month. What were the things that worked? What were the things that didn't work? What are the things that you need to change? So for me, a mindset reset is start with awareness, and that's the first step. You know, not judging myself, but just noticing. Okay. So I ask questions like this, for example, am I thinking from fear or from possibility? Because sometimes we want to do something but we have that fear, so instead of overcoming that fear to be able to see the possibility of what could happen if we take action. So that's one of the things that sometimes it block us from finding that possibility. The second question is, am I focused on what's not working or on what can I learn? Okay, so instead of staying on the things, oh, this is not working, um, don't stay on that mood. Try to find out, okay, so this wasn't working, so let's see what can I do to be able to make it work. So um, you have to try other possibilities and not remain into that negativity mindset. So you got to be positive and open to learn, open to if something didn't work because you didn't have the knowledge or skills, then start learning the skills, start uh, acquiring those knowledge that will help you to move forward. The third question is, am I being patient with my growth or rushing the process? And this is something, especially as a business owner, so I'm going to talk on the point of view of as a business owner. That's one of the first mistake that we do. We want things fast. Okay, but it doesn't happen that way, and so you really have to understand that it takes patience to be able to growth. And I that's one of the first things that I learned in this journey, to be patient. So two things: one is patience and the other was mindset. um, but they kind of like related too. So yes, you really have to be patient with with the growth. As much as we want things to go faster, it doesn't happen that way. Like, I keep learning as I go through my journey. We never stop learning. There are things that you thought that you knew, but then there is something that come up, and then you have to keep learning. Because especially when you're in the online business, you always need to be learning. It's like a doctor, always have to be learning to be able to have the skills to perform better in his position. The same for us. We're an online business that there's constant change, so we gotta keep learning what is out there, what is the new technology, how can we use take advantage of that technology to apply it into our business. Because one of the reasons why we move into this online business is because we want to have more time. Okay. And when you have more time, that's what we want, right? So if we have a technology that is able to provide us, like, do the tasks that we usually do and take us more time, why don't take advantage of that you know um, so instead of working those 8 hours, you can only work like 2 hours and then enjoy the rest. So that's the beauty of it. So we do have a comment here from Elvira. So thank you, Elvira. Thank you for watching. She say watching live from BC, Canada. And thank you for your like emoji. So yeah, so that was the third question. So when I ask those questions, here's what I realize. Nothing changes until we are willing to pause and check in. So we have to take that pause. We have to reflect on our life. And we can do this daily. Like for example, if I reflect on my day today, was it very productive? Um, for me, today I think it was not so productive like, for example, yesterday. But that's okay. There's some days that, as much as we want it to be so productive, it doesn't happen. But that's not the end of the world. You can improve the next day. What else? The other thing is a reset doesn't mean starting over. It means realigning. So adjusting the things that didn't work and, add other things that might be able to work better. So it's kind of like adjusting every time as you go through, so to see what works, what doesn't work, and whatever doesn't work, you just remove it and then add something that might work. And the other thing that we have to take care of is letting go of thoughts that no longer serve us. Remove those thoughts that sometimes we have that instead of help us to move forward, it actually is holding us back, from continue growing, from continue achieving what we want. Um, the other thing is choosing progress over perfection. Yeah, that's another thing that I learned in this business. I come from a film industry where everything has to be perfect. We cannot make mistakes because mistakes cost a lot of money and a lot of a lot of money, because if you make a mistake, there's consequences, like the production get delayed and all that. So every time that you get delayed, that means that the product is delayed. So it cannot be. We have to work harder and put more hours to be able to achieve it to the deadline. So I was used to that. So, but when I came here, it was something new for me, and I was putting pressure of myself, trying to make it perfect. And then, as I went through my journey, I learned that, when you try to be perfect, that holds you back instead of moving forward. Okay, so I learned um, to learn, the process, not to be perfect, just do it. And then, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can do mistakes, just adjust it, fix it, and then keep going. But at least you are moving forward. If you relied on being perfect, you're staying in that same place and nothing is moving. You're not moving forward. So that's the other thing that I learned this journey. Um, and reminding ourselves that growth is a journey and not a race. Yeah, that goes back to what I say before, when we want things fast, and it doesn't happen that way. Yeah, growth is part of a journey. It's not a race, like I say, you keep learning as you go. You never stop learning this, because there's always going to be something that you're going to learn, you know. Um, and I love that because I love to learn. I love to keep my mind active, with things that I can put into my mind. The other thing, let's see. So, well, I'm going to be almost finishing. So, today I'm giving myself permission to reset mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually. And if you need that reminder too, this is it. Okay, so this message is for you guys that are watching me or viewing me or catching the replay. Take a breath, check in with yourself, and ask what needs a reset right now. Okay. So once you do that, you're going to be able to reflect in your life, and you're going to be able to make those changes that need to be changed and moving forward, with what you set your mind to. So I want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with me today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. And to my followers, thank you so much for being part of my journey, for believing in me, and for engaging with my content. So thank you again for being here. And God bless you all. Thank you for watching. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, everyone.